over here too. Hello, YouTube. How are you doing? Corinne Clapham over here. Nice to see you all. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Love's Day. Happy new lunar year. Happy new moon that just passed. Happy any other celebrations or events that are going on globally that I did not mention yet. We are sending you so much love. Hey Jay, how's it going? Happy Valentine's Day. So I wanted to pop on here. It's actually been kind of a while since I've done a live video. I was traveling for a bit and didn't really have good Wi-Fi. So I'm finally here, and I thought, what better time to connect with all of you. I know this is such a strange Valentine's for everybody because most people are in lockdown. And so this is, hey Ruth, nice to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. So most people are in lockdown, depending where you are. I think most people are. I'm in a mandatory 2-week quarantine because I just got back from Costa Rica. I'm over halfway through, which is super exciting. And for anybody who's concerned about that, do know that we got a COVID test before getting on the plane coming back into Canada, and it had to be a negative test, of course. And upon arrival, we had another test. So I have 2 negative COVID tests, and I'm still having to do the 2-week quarantine, mandatory quarantine. So we are all good in the hood. If anybody's a little bit concerned, there's nothing to be concerned about. But as we all have been during these lockdown times, hey Dan, how's it going? Have been having to get a little creative with our time and our sanity. And so with this holiday, I really just wanted to pop on, to connect with all of you guys and gals and say happy Valentine's, but just talk about some creative ways that we can celebrate this special day. Now, I know for some people, this is nothing for them. It's just another day. For some people, they think it's a commercialized Hallmark day. Some people really love it. Some people love it, but may feel very lonely because they don't have that partner that they've been desiring. So there's a lot of different layers and different energies that people are sitting in about this holiday. To be quite honest, I don't care if it's a commercialized holiday. I love it. I still always want to celebrate it. I love love. I love romance. And I know some of my family members, you know, the back in the day when everybody could go to restaurants and everything was open like it used to be, they would always go like the next day or a different day because they didn't want to go when it was busy and they just felt it was a commercialized thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. You might be one of those people or someone else in your family is. But I just always remember being like, I don't care. I still want romance and I still want to go out and do something fun. Of course, this year is a little bit different because of the lockdown and I'm also on the 2-week mandatory quarantine. So that is leaving us with ways to get very creative. So like I said, I think in general, for the past couple of years that I've been really on Facebook and connecting with everybody, I always like to promote self-love, and I still do. I think even if we had everything open and everybody was going to restaurants and had these action-packed full days with their romantic partner or with their friends, I still think it's important to carve out at least a little bit of time today for yourself. So even if it's something, you can see my hair is wet. I just had a nice bubble bath. I love my bubble baths. I don't just do them on Valentine's Day. I do them almost every day. But that's my way that I like to just decompress, have fun, and chill out and just, I don't know. It's just a way to just decompress. It's like my time and I love it. I like it. And so put in the comments below, what is something that you like to do either in your daily practice or you like to do that's special on this special day for yourself? I'd love to hear it. But I also feel like when we share these things, it also gives ideas for other people. Cooking yourself a nice meal if you're all by yourself. Which can be fun. I made a nice smoothie this morning because, to be quite honest, I didn't feel like cooking. I didn't want to cook breakfast or brunch. So I made a beautiful smoothie with lots of berries in it. I did a fun little reel. I just figured out how to do those reels on Instagram. So it's on my Instagram. If you're not on my Instagram, I highly suggest joining it because I don't always know how to share the stuff onto the Facebook. Like it's got like the reels, I don't know how to save it and share it on Facebook. And even if I do, I don't think it'll travel with the song and the music. And I feel like the music is such an important component. So anyways, hop on there if you want to see additional videos and Instagram stories. I do tend to put a lot more on there because it's just easy. I know how to work that app. And Facebook, I find once I get to know it, it seems to change again. So, thank you for your patience in the process with all of this. And so, making yourself a nice meal, maybe reading a beautiful book, maybe listening to a nice meditation. Um, this is all about love. Like, I see this as such a fresh new start. We had the new moon a couple days ago. It was in the sign of Aquarius. We're also in the age of Aquarius as well. We also had like 6 planets in conjunction in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, which the last time that happened was back in the 60s, 59 years ago. So that was 1962. So that's a lot of energies in there. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because I went into a lot of detail about that and Mercury retrograde that we're currently in and what all this means. I did that in the New Moon Awakening, Valentine's Awakening, which you can still get access to it. You can register for it till tomorrow. Um, yeah, till tomorrow, because I think this is a way for not only to open up your heart for Valentine's, but this is such a good way to open up and clear out a lot of stuff so you can go into this new lunar year with fresh energy. And, a lot of us know December 31st and January 1st as the new year, but the Chinese New Year, we actually have the new lunar year, which started a couple days ago, and it technically goes for about a week that they still celebrate it. So I'm going to leave that accessible for you all till tomorrow so you can get in on it. But it's got such good stuff. Let me tell you, if you are wanting to strengthen a relationship, or if you are wondering where the heck your soulmate is, and if you're ever going to have love in your life, this is so perfect because we do heart openings in it. We do the clearing and the releasing and the healing of past dynamics and relationships. And when we do that, then we start to come into a fresh new energy and more open, and we can invite in so much more once we have done that kind of work. Whereas also clearing our negative karma so we can have more clear karma coming in, more fresh energy, good juju coming in. We also, what do we do? I'm trying to think in my mind. We also got very clear on the kind of partnership that you want, a relationship that you want. And even though you're in a relationship, I highly suggest doing the exercise that we did in the New Moon Awakening, because it's still important to reconnect with where you are. And as we grow, we desire different things. So it's important to really have that time to reconnect. What is it that I desire? And even though you may be desiring something different that's in your relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get rid of that person or that relationship. Sometimes when we get very clear on what we want, it can activate things in our I want to say the word orifice. Is that a word? Or orifice? I don't know why that sounds weird to me, but it's coming through me to say that word. But in our realm, in our energetic realm, we can start to manifest these things coming in. And it's not that we're changing our partner. It's not that we're saying, like, hey, I want this, so you got to be more like that. It's not like that. Like, something happens energetically. And so when we focus on what we desire and we focus on doing the inner alignment, the inner work with that, so we're peeling away the sludge and we can get more in a vibrational alignment with it, we start to manifest it. And manifestations can come in very different and strange ways we never would have dreamed of. So I highly suggest doing that, even if you're in a partnership. And actually, one of the exercises you can do with your partner as well. It's a really fun one, and that's a fun way to really spend your Valentine's together too, strengthening your relationship, getting more clarity, spicing things up, especially, if it's feeling a little stagnant. We got to revive it up sometimes. It's kind of like our wardrobe or what we're eating. It gets a little bland and boring sometimes, and we just need to zhuzh it up a little bit. So there's that. And then there's also a heart activation blessing in there as well. So all those who are already registered with that and already have access to that, and those who are going to do that, you have access to it for 2 weeks. And I highly suggest, if you really find yourself in a stagnant place and wondering where this love is going to happen, all this, like, you feel like your life is going to shit pretty much, I highly suggest doing those exercises every day for the 2 weeks. You will see shifts and changes in your life. There's no doubt about it. I'm not going to guarantee it because I cannot guarantee anything in life. But if you do these exercises every day for 2 weeks, okay, I almost said guaranteed, even though I said I wasn't gonna guarantee things. I like to undershoot and have things over deliver. That's kind of how I am. But you will see shifts and changes. Even doing it once or twice, you will feel something different. I had one person who was on the live and he said, his energy shifted right away after. So things can happen, my friends. It's just that we have to say yes, and we have to take the action steps, and we have to do the actions. And then the universe meets us halfway and magic happens. And so you can get access to that. But also, I find during this time, a lot of people want to know things. They want to know things even deeper. They want to know, where's my soulmate? When is my soulmate coming in? And these are normal questions. When I do readings, I will actually 98% of the time, people are wanting to know about their love life. It was love life, career, and money. That's usually the big ones. And then you're probably thinking, what other aspects of our lives are there? But there's the physical aspects with our physical body, our emotional body, finances. There's all different other areas as well, relationships and dynamics within the family. But I can tell you, love is always the thing that is mostly asked, and especially around this time. So I have created a Valentine's bundle where you can get a one-on-one 30-minute or an hour psychic reading session with me, and you also get the Valentine's New Moon Awakening. So it is absolutely perfect, because anybody who's had readings done by me before, that I don't just focus on like telling people what they want. It's connecting what's going to be best for your highest good. It's seeing where the blockages are, how to release them, what needs to be released, but also to implement something. So you're not just walking away with a reading, you're walking away with something that you can implement that's going to help you to be on the path that you most desire. And so I still already do that in the readings, but I love this, how it's paired with the new moon, because you're fully guided. It's 90 minutes where you are fully guided in all these amazing, nourishing exercises. And it's not like you're not doing planks or anything like that. It's not hardcore exercises like that, but just movement and different exercises that's going to open up your heart so you can receive and give more love in your life. So if you want to give that gift to yourself, you can message me. I'll also put the link in the comments. And if you want to give that gift to someone else, message me directly and we can get that set up, because I know it's a weird time to figure out what to give as gifts. Like, unless you're ordering things online way in advance, which I'm totally a last minute person. This is a way that you can do it. And this is something that you can do while you're indoors in lockdown. And another thing, aside from that, another creative way or simple way that a lot of us might have forgotten to do, and what we could do for someone, whether it's a friend or someone in our family or a loved one, a partner, is writing a letter. Writing a letter. I came up with that, even though it sounds so simple, but I came up with that because I'm doing this 2-week mandatory quarantine. I haven't been able to see my partner. And then I was away for 3 weeks. Thank God we have technology, and we've been on the phone almost every day, or video chat, at least text messaging. So we've been communicating every day. During the 2-week mandatory quarantine, because people traveled, you're not allowed to go to grocery stores. So luckily he has been dropping off my groceries, but he has to drop it off outside the door. And then he steps away, and then I get them. And we've been talking through the door. I have a window on the door. I've been talking on each side. I literally feel like I'm in jail talking to someone with the window in between. It is so crazy. But it will, I look at it as it just makes the heart fonder and stronger. And when we get out of this quarantine, it's going to be so amazing to actually have physical touch, to be able to hug, to kiss, and all the other fun things. But yeah, he's going to stop by to drop off a couple of things, some groceries. And I was like, oh, I can't get him anything because I can't even step out and go out to the store and get anything. So I was like, what can I do? And I'm somewhere where I just have a couple of my suitcases. It's not like I have all my things and I can get creative with my paints and create some things. So, which, by the way, if you're at home and you have these things, you can always tap into your creative side for arts and crafts and make something really beautiful. And sometimes it's nice when we make something because it really comes straight from the heart. But going back to my situation, I was like, I should just write him a letter. I can write him a letter. And sometimes I feel like these things aren't enough. Like we want things so big and so like glorious, but you know what? We should never underestimate these things that we can do. If it's coming from the heart, it means a lot. Even him during Christmas, he wrote me this beautiful card, and I actually brought it with me on my travels to Costa Rica. I had it on my bedside table, so whenever I missed him, I could reread what he wrote. It was beautiful. So we should never underestimate us being so vulnerable and being open and sharing what we truly feel towards someone and be able to share it with them. So I highly suggest you can do that. And even if you're not going to see this person or be able to give it to them, then we can go the digital way. And there's always an email or something like that. So there's a lot of fun things. Like I said, I want to know, how have you been spending your Valentine's? How are you planning to spend your Valentine's? And I also want to pull a card for everybody. So let's see. And I'm going to do it from the Romance Angels deck because it is so appropriate on Valentine's, is it not? Yes, yes. Okay. So let's see what message will best serve all those here on the live and on the replay. What message around love? Well, all those will be best for the highest good of all those on the live and the replay. I also pulled a oracle card in the New Moon Valentines Awakening. So let's see if we get a different card this time. Usually they pop out a lot sooner. I'm surprised when it's not coming out right now. I feel like maybe there's a lot of energies and it's like we want to make everybody tune into this. So let's just see what message will best serve all those on the live. Here we go. Perfect. Oh, yes, my friends. Are you ready for this? Release your ex. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And it is so true. And this was an exercise that we did in the New Moon Valentine's Awakening because it is so important. If people want to call in new love and fresh love into their life, it is so important to be doing the healing and the clearing of our past loves. Now, that doesn't mean maliciously or anything like that, but just simply thanking for all those that we had in our past, for all the beautiful lessons, all the beautiful times, and what we can extract from that to make us a better person, a better lover, a better partnership for our next one. But it can also show us what we do want and don't want in future or upcoming or current partnerships. So it's really important to take a look at those things and then release it and clear. Because when we do that, then you're literally coming in with none of these cords and these strings attached to you anymore, or this heavy weight anymore. And so you become more open when we do this. So releasing your ex. If this card resonated with any of you, you can put it in the comments below. The time has come to clear your energy. There we are, my dear friends. So happy Valentine's. Happy new lunar. This is an excellent time to get more clarity on what you desire, what you want to bring in, what you want to clear and release. There's something else. Happy new lunar. And happy new moon, because we're still sitting very much in the energy of this new moon. So we have all these different energies, huge energies that are all about clearing the past, clearing the stuff and moving into a fresh new energy, a fresh new cycle. So definitely take advantage of this and use and work with these energies that are here. And I'll also put in the comments below the link for anybody who wants the new moon or the Valentine's bundle and the psychic reading. All right, my friends, much love. Wishing you all the best in however you choose to celebrate this fabulous day. And I hope this fabulous day will be celebrated so amazingly and you feel so good inside and outside. All right, see ya.